So I'm getting ready for my elk hunt out in Utah this week. I'm actually about to leave about 5 minutes after I get all this packed up and put into my dirt bag, and I'm gonna get going. But anyways, before I did that, I figured since I have it all laid out, maybe you guys wanna know what I'm gonna take on a 10-day rifle hunt out in Utah during October. So during October, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be high of 70, low of 25, I think I saw. So anywhere in between that. So from snow to wearing a t-shirt during the day for me, that's kind of what I need to be prepared for. So this is all the gear that I'm going to be taking. I got 2 sleeping bags, one for me, one for my buddy. I got to take it to him because Rita needs a sleeping system. And I got 2 sleeping pads for the same reason, a pillow. I got our 4-man tent, which is going to be divvied up between us. But for me, right now, I own the tent, so I'm going to be bringing it. I got all my clothes, my pack, my water system, my hiking gear, my medical system, my calling, my glass, and my cook system. So we're going to go through that right now and show you what I'm taking on this hunt. This is why I do what I do. So let's start with the gear that I'm going to be taking and wearing on my body. We'll start with the clothes. So for the clothes, I'm going to start with a base layer of the First Light merino wool boxer briefs. I got the long pair, and the short pair. I prefer the short pair. I don't like when boxers ride too low on my thigh, but I got 2 pairs of them, actually 3 pairs of them, 2 of the shorts, and these are brand new, which is the best time to wear them. They're the most comfortable. Anyways, 3 pairs of the merino wool First Light underwear, 4 pair of the merino wool First Light socks. These things are honestly unbelievable. I will spend the extra money on these. I have spent the extra money on these, obviously. These things are amazing. They're the best socks I've ever worn. I've actually been hiking with the Marine Corps and all the different brands of socks that they gave me for free, the different brands of socks that I've bought at the PX. I still have not found a pair of socks that's prevented blisters and been as comfortable and kept my feet dry and not so stinky over the period of many days as these socks. Best thing that I could invest in for my feet. And then I got a pair of the Vortex merino wool socks. They're pretty decent. I like them. But those are just the backup pair. I'm not even going to probably wear all these socks unless my feet get soaking wet, but I'm throwing them in my truck. They're there if I need them. They're there if I want them. Anyways, so I got my socks and my underwear. Then I'm going to break it down to my t-shirt. So I got a merino wool crew neck tee, or crew tee. I forget what they call it. But anyways, this thing, you guys have seen it in the past on the channel. It's the Airwool Wick Ultralight 150 t-shirt. Thing's amazing. I've worn it in the hot, I've worn it in the cold. It wicks away sweat, keeps my core warm, keeps me cool when I want it. It's a weird, unbelievable system. The merino wool is the best investment I've ever made because of the fact that I have so little weight, but so much warmth. That's just probably the best thing that I've gone with so far in my hunting gear. Next I have the First Light long sleeve hoodie. I think it's the Kiln hoodie. Yeah, it's the Kiln Midweight 250. This will go over top of my t-shirt. I love this thing. In combination, I've been in the elk woods and the deer stand with just that t-shirt on and just this hoodie on in up to 30-degree temperature, and I was doing okay. I mean, I wasn't the most comfortable, but I was doing all right. Now, this thing comes with a zipper in it. It's got the little thumb holes. And this hood works great with hats. I just really like this stuff. So I'm going to be packing that that's most of what I'm probably going to be wearing, especially if it's getting up into the 70s. I won't even really be wearing that long sleeve too much. But for when it's freezing cold, I just bought this jacket. I'm pretty sure it's called the Sawtooth. Again, yeah, First Light Sawtooth jacket. Merino wool. It's got this ripstop material in the front and the core. but it's that soft merino wool on the back, so that way when you're sitting up in a tree stand, it's not actually providing sweat, it's more wicking that sweat away and those hot areas that tend to sweat up real bad. And I don't know about you, but my back sweats pretty good, so I'm glad to have that. Never tried this before. I'll keep you updated when I'm out in the field with it, but I'm stoked about having it. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I pretty much have a full First Light system, and some of you guys might be like, well, why the heck would I get a full First Light system? That's like tons of money. It's probably like $1,000 or $500 if you're doing it on the cheap. Honestly, it's worth the investment. I say that it's the best, lightest gear I've ever had. It's the warmest, it lasts, and it's super comfortable. I don't know why. It's just great. I've tried other things like Sitka gear, not as much of a fan, so I'm going to stick with First Light. I like it. They don't sponsor me. I wish they would. We'll see in the future maybe. But if you're thinking about getting any gear and you're willing to drop the money on good gear, then First Light's the way to go. I mean, if you're just getting started into hunting, there's tons and tons of cheap gear that'll do you just fine. First Light's my favorite. I know I'm going to have it for years to come, so I invested the money for the long haul in the future. Now I got these First Light pants. These are the first pair of pants I ever bought from them. They're the Korey guide pants with the stretchy waistband, which I like the stretchy waistband. I kind of jump way up and down throughout my life, so helps keep the pair of pants fitting and real nice. Really stretchy material, helps when I'm moving around. Next pair of pants, I just bought these. These things are pretty sweet. I put them on, they're a little tight, so I was thinking about returning them, but I think I'm just gonna use this to make sure I stay in shape. Okay, so these are the Korey Foundry pants. They're brand new to me. Haven't really taken them out in the field yet. They got pockets on the front. I'm not a big fan of the pockets on the front. I like them on my side of my legs, but these allow for quicker, quieter access, I guess, according to First Light. They got knee pads in them, so you can take these out if you want to, but they're there if you need them. I'm going to start running them with the knee pads in there, see how I like it. Generally, I'm not a huge fan of knee pads, but it is what it is. The other reason they have the pockets off the side now is so that you can unzip and walk with these and keep releasing heat from the outside. And if you have thermals on or something underneath them, then it helps regulate your heat. Comes with these pretty good suspenders. They stay around your back instead of traditional suspenders just coming straight over and straight down. They're pretty sweet. When I'm out in the field, I'll review these more after I use them more. So I've got my pants, my shirts, that's everything that's going to be on my body. Some other things that I'm going to have are some gloves. I got these outdoor research gloves, these ones that I've used in the Marine Corps. They're comfortable. If you want to know what these are, ask me. Anyways, field to table outdoors beanie. This thing's going to be pretty comfy, cozy, and warm. I am planning on taking this with me on the hunt, as well as this blaze orange hat, blaze orange vest, dirt cheap. Don't even need to know the brand. It's to keep me within laws and regulations. Field to table outdoor Carhartt face mask. No, it's not a face mask for COVID. It's going to keep me warm on those cold nights and mornings when I'm glassing up on the ridges. So next thing for around camp, I got my not my First Light. This is my field to table outdoor hoodie. Pretty sweet. You guys have seen it in my other videos. This thing's going to keep me warm at camp, keep me warm in the tent at night, keep me warm when I need it when I'm driving around. Anyways, now that we've got that settled, let's move on to puffy pants, puffy jacket. When I'm cold at night or when I'm up glassing, those things are going to come in clutch, help keep me warm on the top. Super lightweight, super packable. I'm pretty stoked about that. USMC stuff sacks. These little tiny things are amazing. I can take that, throw all my underwear and socks into them, which is what I bought these for. I know this gear, I know it's reliable, I know I can stuff it, and I know I can keep air out of it and keep water out of it, and it will do its job. Go with gear you know, go with gear you trust. This is something that I know and trust from all my years in the Marine Corps, using it and plenty of austere environments. See right here as I'm just packing it down, and it just stays as the air goes out really nice and tight. And then you just come back over, clip it up. All my socks and underwear are in here. If I need a pillow at night, I can stretch it out, flatten it out. I can use it as a pillow. That's how we did it in the Marine Corps, because I wasn't going to tote one of these around in the Marines. So this thing right here, pretty sweet, comes in the clutch. And now this is for all my other hunting gear, all my clothes. It's going to go in my pack. It's the C-Line Marine Corps again, 60 liter I think. I got the really big one. It's bigger than even we use in the Marine Corps. I think we use a 45 in the Marines. And so this is going to be my center pack. All my clothes are going to go in here. Any important gear that I have that I don't want to get wet or bloody is going to go in here. Camera gear is going to go in here. I don't think it's going to rain. It's not on the forecast for this trip, but you know what? Just in case, I have it. So I'm going to just stuff all this in here. It does the same exact thing as that sack, but instead of clipping up at the top, actually, nope, same exact thing. Clips up at the top. I can wrap it around the bottom. It's pretty sweet. The only difference is it's got an open and closed valve for the air, where that one just has a little push out and absorb valve. I don't quite understand how it works, but it does. Here we have the Beartooth 80 by Mystery Ranch. I bought this Mystery Ranch radio holder for my InReach, my Garmin InReach. It's pretty sweet, keeps it right on my chest, on my shoulder, so I can use it when I need it. And it comes with a top pouch, big bag, zipper in here. You guys have seen me review the other Mystery Ranch Metcalf pack. I'll do a review of this later on when we're out in the field. I'll do a full review, do a full video on this pack. It's pretty sweet. Right now it's broken down into just a big mess, but it's a great pack. It will last me 10 days if I wanted to out in the backcountry, but it's not going to need to because we're going to be spike camping essentially, living out of the truck. Anyways, med kit, bladder bag for my water. I have my pack cover, so if it does rain, my pack will stay dry. Doesn't really matter too much when I have that, but anything on the inside or outside pockets, I mean, that'll keep it dry still. My med kit. So in my med kit, just one of the few things that I want to talk about. I have my EpiPen because I found out I'm recently allergic to bees. I have some wound wash to wash out your wounds, some scissors, flint, steel, some fire starter kit on the outside here that I just got from a local trade show, or my mom bought me this pack actually at a local trade show. And this you can get online. It's pretty tight right now. But my other med kit, which is over there, has a tourniquet, has some quick clot gauze, some stuff for really, really in-depth medical treatment that most people don't know how to use. But luckily enough, I've been trained on some of this stuff. That's pretty sweet. Leuco tape. This is going to go in my possibles bag along with my med kit for blisters. Anytime you need, wrap up a hot spot, stop yourself from getting blisters. I've got my face paint for when we go to war with the elk. I've got my wind indicator. I got 3 of them, one for each of the boys. Alex and Rita will get one. I'll get one. We'll all know where our wind is. I got my camp chair, which will go to the side of my pack. I got my Lackey trekking poles because my knees tend to get pretty sore when I'm hiking down with weight on my back. The Marine Corps jacked my knees up. It's just not good on your knees in general anyways to hike with weight on uneven surfaces. So these help a lot. Takes a lot of pressure off your knees. I encourage people to get them. These are super light. They're the Legacy lights. They're pretty good. I like them. For my cook system, I just have a jet boil. My jet boil on the inside's my 1 canister gas. This is my extra canister gas that'll stay in the cook box. I got my Mystery Ranch binocular holder, but these Mystery Ranch ones have a good front pocket where I'll keep all my calls. My binoculars, it just stays on my chest. I can have my pack on with it, reach for my binos for quick things. And if I want to set up, I can break out my spotting scope. On the side of it here, I've attached my Vortex Ranger 1800 laser rangefinder. This thing's pretty sweet. I've used it last year in Colorado. In the elk woods, I used it last year throughout the whole deer season in New York. Pretty sweet system. That's the main gist of my gear. There's a few other things that I have over here. I got my kill kit with my skinning knife, a pair of rubber gloves, my game bags. That'll just go in my pack for when we're out there in the woods. I've got a possibles bag with just a bunch of, I got some rope, I got some batteries, I got some hand warmers, just a basic emergency kit. And to wrap it all off, I have my USMC tarp. This thing's pretty amazing. Again, go with the gear you know, go with the gear you love. This thing has gotten me through some rough times. I bought this off eBay, and it comes with 4 little rubber tie downs, or not rubber tie downs, but elastic tie downs that I can use. And that's basically it. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you want to see more. You get notifications when my videos come out. I really appreciate your guys' support. I'm going to finish packing this up, get it loaded up into the truck, and then I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.